Relating more deeply and interactively. Beyond choosing customers more selectively, companies are now relating with chosen customers in deeper, more meaningful ways. Rather than relying on one-way, mass media messages only, today's marketers are incorporating new, more interactive approaches that help build targeted, two-way customer relationships. Two-way customer relationships. New technologies have profoundly changed the ways in which people relate to one another. New tools for relating include everything from email, websites, blogs, cell phones, and video sharing to online communities and social networks such as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This changing communications environment also affects how companies and brands relate to customers. The new communications approaches let marketers create deeper customer involvement and sense of community surrounding a brand to make the brand a meaningful part of consumers' conversations and lives. Becoming part of the conversation between consumers is infinitely more powerful than handing down information via traditional advertising, says one marketing expert, says another. People today want a voice and a role in their brand experiences. They want co-creation. However, at the same time that the new technologies create relationship building opportunities for marketers, they also create challenges. They give consumers greater power and control. Today's consumers have more information about brands than ever before, and they have a wealth of platforms for airing and sharing their brand views with other consumers. Thus, the marketing world is now embracing not only customer relationship management, but also customer-managed relationships. Greater consumer control means that in building customer relationships, companies can no longer rely on marketing by intrusion. Instead, marketers must practice marketing by attraction, creating market offerings and messages that involve consumers rather than interrupt them. Hence, most marketers now augment their mass media marketing efforts with a rich mix of direct marketing approaches that promote brand-consumer interaction. For example, many brands are creating dialogues with consumers via their own or existing online social networks. To supplement their marketing campaigns, companies now routinely post their latest ads and made for the web videos and video sharing sites. They join social networks or they launch their own blogs, online communities, or consumer-generated review systems, all with the aim of engaging customers on a more personal, interactive level. Take Twitter, for example. Organizations ranging from Dell, JetBlue Airways, and Dunkin' Donuts to the Chicago Bulls, NASCAR, and Los Angeles Fire Department have created Twitter pages and promotions. They use tweets to start conversations with Twitter's more than 6 million registered users, address customer service issues, research customer reactions, and drive traffic to relevant articles, websites, contests, videos, and other brand activities. For example, Dell monitors Twitter-based discussions and responds quickly to individual problems or questions. Tony Hsieh, CEO of the Zappos family of companies, who receives more than 1,000 customer tweets per day, says that Twitter lets him give customers more depth into what we're like and my own personality. Another marketer notes that companies can use Twitter to get the fastest, most honest research and any company ever heard, the good, bad, and ugly, and it doesn't cost a cent. Similarly, almost every company has something going on Facebook these days. Starbucks has more than 6 million Facebook fans. Coca-Cola has more than 5 million. Networks like Facebook can get consumers involved with the talking about a brand. For example, Honda's everybody knows somebody who loves a Honda Facebook page let visitors upload photos of their cars or link up to owners of their favorite old Honda worldwide. It asks people to help prove that we all really can be connected through Honda love. The campaign netted about 2 million Facebook friends in less than 2 months, more than double previous fan levels. IKEA used a simple but inspired Facebook campaign to promote the opening of a new store in Malmö, Sweden. It opened a Facebook profile for the store's manager, Gordon Gustafsson. Then it uploaded pictures of IKEA showrooms to Gustafsson's Facebook photo album and announced that whoever was first to photo tag a product in the pictures with their name would win it. Thousands of customers rushed to tag items. Word spread quickly to friends, and customers were soon begging for more pictures. More than just looking at an ad with IKEA furniture in it, the Facebook promotion had people poring over the pictures, examining products item by item. Most marketers are still learning how to use social media effectively. The problem is to find unobtrusive ways to enter consumers' social conversations with engaging and relevant brand messages. Simply posting a humorous video, creating a social network page, or hosting a blog isn't enough. Successful social network marketing means making relevant and genuine contributions to consumer conversations. Nobody wants to be friends with the brand, says one online marketing executive. Your job as a brand is to be part of other friends' conversations. Consumer-generated marketing. A growing part of the new customer dialogue is consumer-generated marketing, by which consumers themselves are playing a bigger role in shaping their own brand experiences and those of others. This might happen through uninvited consumer-to-consumer exchanges in blogs, video sharing sites, and other digital forums. But increasingly, companies are inviting consumers to play a more active role in shaping products and brand messages. Some companies ask consumers for new product ideas. For example, Coca-Cola's vitamin water brand recently set up a Facebook app to obtain consumer suggestions for a new flavor, promising to manufacture and sell the winner. Vitamin water was our idea, the next one will be yours. The new flavor, Connect, black cherry lime with vitamins and a kick of caffeine, was a big hit. In the process, Vitamin Water doubled its Facebook fan base to more than 1 million. Other companies are inviting customers to play an active role in shaping ads. For example, PepsiCo, Southwest Airlines, MasterCard, Unilever, H.J. Heinz, and many other companies have run contests for consumer-generated commercials that have been aired on national television. For the past several years, PepsiCo's Doritos brand has held a Crash the Super Bowl contest, in which it invites 30-second ads from consumers and runs the best ones during the game. The consumer-generated ads have been a huge success. Last year, consumers submitted nearly 4,000 entries. The winning fan-produced Doritos ad, called Underdog, placed number 2 in the US Today ad meter ratings, earning the creator a $600,000 cash prize from PepsiCo. The lowest rated of the 4 consumer-made ads came in 17th out of 65 Super Bowl ads. However, harnessing consumer-generated content can be a time-consuming and costly process, and companies might find it difficult to glean even a little gold from all the garbage. For example, when Heinz invited consumers to submit homemade ads for its ketchup on its YouTube page, it ended up shifting through more than 8,000 entries, of which it posted nearly 4,000. Some of the amateur ads were very good, entertaining, and potentially effective. Most, however, were so-so at best, and others were downright dreadful. In one ad, a contestant chugged ketchup straight from the bottle. In another, the would-be filmmaker brushed his teeth, washed his hair, and shaved his face with Heinz's product. Consumer-generated marketing, whether invited by marketers or not, has become a significant marketing force. Through a profusion of consumer-generated videos, blogs, and websites, consumers are playing an increasing role in shaping their own brand experiences. Beyond creating brand conversations, customers are having an increasing say about everything from product design, usage, and packaging to pricing and distribution. Partner relationship management. When it comes to creating customer value and building strong customer relationships, today's marketers know that they can't go it alone. They must work closely with a variety of marketing partners. In addition to being good at customer relationship management, marketers must also be good at partner relationship management. Major changes are occurring in how marketers partner with others inside and outside the company to jointly bring more value to customers. Partners inside the company. Traditionally, marketers have been charged with understanding customers and representing customer needs to different company departments. The old thinking was that marketing is done only by marketing, sales, and customer support people. However, in today's more connected world, every functional area can interact with customers, especially electronically. The new thinking is that no matter what your job is in a company, you must understand marketing and be customer focused. David Packard, the late co-founder of HP, wisely said, "Marketing is far too important to be left only to marketing department." Today, rather than letting each department go its own way, firms are linking all departments in the cause of creating customer value. Rather than assigning only sales and marketing people to customers, they are forming cross-functional customer teams. For example, P&G assigns customer development teams to each of its major retailer accounts. These teams, consisting of sales and marketing people, operations specialists, market and financial analysts, and others, coordinate the effort of many P&G departments toward helping the retailer be more successful. Marketing partners outside the firm. Changes are also occurring in how marketers connect with their suppliers, channel partners, and even competitors. Most companies today are networked companies relying heavily on partnerships with other firms. Marketing channels consist of distributors, retailers, and others who connect the company to its buyers. The supply chain describes a longer channel stretching from raw materials to components to final products that are carried to final buyers. For example, the supply chain for PCs consists of suppliers of computer chips and other components, the computer manufacturer, and the distributors, retailers, and others who sell the computers. Through supply chain management, many companies today are strengthening their connections with partners all along the supply chain. They know that their fortunes rest not just on how well they perform. Success at building customer relationships also rests on how well their entire supply chain performs against competitors' supply chains. These companies don't just treat suppliers as vendors and distributors as customers. They treat both as partners in delivering customer value. On the one hand, for example, Toyota works closely with carefully selected suppliers to improve quality and operations efficiently. On the other hand, it works with its franchise dealers to provide top-grade sales and service support that will bring customers in the door and keep them coming back. Capturing value from customers. The first 4 steps in the marketing process, outlined in Figure 1.1, involve building customer relationships by creating and delivering superior customer value. The final step involves capturing value in return in the form of current and future sales, market share, and profits. By creating superior customer value, the firm creates highly satisfied customers who stay loyal and buy more. This in turn means greater long-run returns for the firm. Here we discuss the outcomes of creating customer value, customer loyalty and retention, share of market and share of customer, and customer equity. Creating customer loyalty and retention. Good customer relationship management creates customer delight. In turn, delighted customers remain loyal and talk favorably to others about the company and its products. Studies show big differences in the loyalty of customers who are less satisfied, somewhat satisfied, and completely satisfied. Even a slight drop from complete satisfaction can create an enormous drop in loyalty. Thus, the aim of customer relationship management is to create not only customer satisfaction, but also customer delight. The recent economic recession put strong pressures on customer loyalty. It created a new consumer frugality that will last well into the future. One recent study found that even in an improved economy, 55% of consumers say they would rather get the best price than the best brand. Nearly 2/3 say they will now shop at a different store with lower prices even if it's less convenient. It's 5 times cheaper to keep an old customer than acquire a new one. Thus, companies today must shape their value propositions even more carefully and treat their profitable customers well. Losing a customer means losing more than a single sale. It means losing the entire stream of purchases that the customer would make over a lifetime of patronage. For example, here is a dramatic illustration of customer lifetime value. Stu Leonard, who operates a highly profitable 4-store supermarket in Connecticut and New York, says he sees $50,000 flying out of his store every time he sees a sulking customer. Why? Because his average customer spends about $100 a week, shops 50 weeks a year, and remains in the area for about 10 years. If this customer has an unhappy experience and switches to another supermarket, Stu Leonard's has lost $50,000 in revenue. The loss can be much greater if the disappointed customer shares the bad experience with other customers and cause them to defect. To keep customers coming back, Stu Leonard's has created what the New York Times has dubbed the Disneyland of dairy stores, complete with costumed characters, scheduled entertainment, a petting zoo, and animatronics throughout the store. From its humble beginnings as a small dairy store in 1969, Stu Leonard's has grown at an amazing pace. It built 29 additions onto the original store, which now serves more than 300,000 customers each week. This legion of loyal shoppers is largely a result of the store's passionate approach to customer service. Rule 1. The customer is always right. Rule 2. If the customer is ever wrong, reread rule number 1. Stu Leonard is not alone in assessing customer lifetime value. Lexus, for example, estimates that a single satisfied loyal customer is worth more than $600,000 in lifetime sales, and the estimated lifetime value of a young mobile phone consumer is $26,000. In fact, a company can lose money on a specific transaction but still benefit greatly from a long-term relationship. This means that companies must aim high in building customer relationships. Customer delight creates an emotional relationship with the brand, not just a rational preference. And that relationship keeps customers coming back. Growing share of customer. Beyond simply retaining good customer to capture customer lifetime value, good customer relationship management can help marketers increase their share of customer. The share they get of the customers purchasing in their product categories. Thus, banks want to increase share of wallet. Supermarkets and restaurants want to get more share of stomach. Car companies want to increase share of garage, and airlines want greater share of travel. To increase share of customer, firms can offer greater variety of current customers, or they can create programs to cross-sell and upsell to market more products and services to existing customers. For example, Amazon.com is highly skilled at leveraging relationships with its 88 million customers to increase its share of each customer's purchases. Originally an online bookseller, Amazon.com now offers customers music, videos, gifts, toys, consumer electronics, office products, home improvement items, lawn and garden products, apparel and accessories, jewelry, tools, and even groceries. In addition, based on each customer's purchase history, previous product searches, and other data, the company recommends related products that might be of interest. This recommendation system influences up to 30% of all sales. In these ways, Amazon.com captures a greater share of each customer's spending budget. Building customer equity. We can now see the importance of not only acquiring customers but also keeping and growing them. One marketing consultant puts it this way: the only value your company will ever create is the value that comes from customers, the ones you have now and the ones you will have in the future. Without customers, you don't have a business. Customer relationship management takes a long-term view. Companies want not only to create profitable customer, but also own them for life, earn a greater share of their purchases, and capture their customer lifetime value. What is customer equity? The ultimate aim of customer relationship management is to produce high customer equity. Customer equity is the total combined customer lifetime values of all of the company's current and potential customers. As such, it's a measure of a future value of the company's customer base. Clearly, the more loyal the firm's profitable customers, the higher its customer equity. Customer equity may be a better measure of a firm's performance than current sales or market share. Whereas sales and market share reflect the past, customer equity suggests the future. Consider Cadillac. In the 1970s and 1980s, Cadillac had some of the most loyal customers in the industry. To an entire generation of car buyers, the name Cadillac defined American luxury. Cadillac's share of luxury car market reached a whopping 51% in 1976 based on market share and sales. The brand's future looked rosy. However, measures of customer equity would have painted a bleaker picture. Cadillac customers were getting older, and average customer lifetime value was falling. Many Cadillac buyers were on their last cars. Thus, although Cadillac's market share was good, its customer equity was not. Compare this with BMW. Its more youthful and vigorous image didn't win BMW the early market share war. However, it did win BMW younger customers with higher customer lifetime values. The results in the years that followed: BMW's market share and profits soared while Cadillac's fortunes eroded badly. In recent years, Cadillac has attempted to make the Caddy cool again by targeting a younger generation of consumers. Still, the average age of its buyers remains a less than youthful of 62, 13 years older than typical BMW owners. Says one analyst, no image remake can fully succeed until Cadillac comes up with more stylish models and marketing that can attract younger buyers. For now, the company's image will likely remain dinged as it continues churning out land yachts such as its DTS, which appeals mainly to buyers in their 70s. It's a real geezer mobile. As a result, brand's fortunes continue to fall. Last year was its worst sales year since 1953. The moral: marketers should care not just about current sales and market share, customer lifetime value, and customer equity are the name of the game. Building the right relationships with the right customers. Companies should manage customer equity carefully. They should view customers as assets that must be managed and maximized. But not all customers, not even all loyal customers, are good investments. Surprisingly, some loyal customers can be unprofitable, and some disloyal customers can be profitable. Which customers should the company acquire and retain? The company can classify customers according to their potential profitability, manage its relationships with them accordingly. One classification scheme defines 4 relationship groups based on potential profitability and projected loyalty: strangers, butterflies, true friends, and barnacles. Each group requires a different relationship management strategy. For example, strangers show low potential profitability and little projected loyalty. There is little fit between the company's offerings and their needs. The relationship management strategy for these customers is simple: don't invest anything in them. Butterflies are potentially profitable but not loyal. There is a good fit between the company's offerings and their needs. However, like real butterflies, we can enjoy them for only a short while and then they are gone. An example is stock market investors who trade shares often and in large amounts, but who enjoy hunting out the best deals without building a regular relationship with any single brokerage company. Efforts to convert butterflies into loyal customers are rarely successful. Instead, the company should enjoy the butterflies for the moment. It should create satisfying and profitable transactions with them, capturing as much of their business as possible in the short time during which they buy from company. Then it should cease investing in them until the next time around. True friends are both profitable and loyal. There is a strong fit between their needs and the company's offerings. The firm wants to make continuous relationship investments to delight these customers and nurture, retain, and grow them. It wants to turn true friends into true believers, those who come back regularly and tell others about their good experiences with the company. Barnacles are highly loyal but not very profitable. There is a limited fit between their needs and the company's offerings. An example is smaller bank customers who bank regularly but do not generate enough returns to cover the costs of maintaining their accounts. Like barnacles on the hull of a ship, they create drag. Barnacles are perhaps the most problematic customers. The company might be able to improve their profitability by selling them more, raising their fees, or reducing service to them. However, if they cannot be made profitable, they should be fired. The point here is an important one. Different types of customers require different relationship management strategies. The goal is to build the right relationships with the right customers.